Did you get one of these, a Maisto Rock Crawler 3XL? Is it no longer working? I have one of these that I bought for my little son. He's 3 years old and he absolutely likes it. It's just the right speed for him and he's able to drive it around and have fun with it. However, after about a week's use, the battery stopped charging or holding a charge and has stopped working. The Maisto Rock Crawler 3XL comes with this battery pack, 6.4 volt lithium ion, and as much as I followed the instructions and charge it properly, the battery pack has stopped taking a charge. And even after you charge it for 30 minutes, an hour and a half, and try to pop it in, it doesn't run the car anymore. And also I've noticed that my battery pack has gotten puffed up, so I think that's an indication that the battery got hot at some point, so the plastic around it expanded. So there's other videos online where people have upgraded their rock crawlers to stronger or different kinds of battery packs to get more power, get more performance out of them. I was okay with the performance this battery pack was outputting. I don't need to upgrade it to a fancy hobby grade battery pack for more power. My son was perfectly fine with the power level already. Also, the other battery packs that you may see out there cost a little bit more than the car itself, and if you include in the charger, it's definitely more expensive. So all I wanted to do was really get this car working again without having to spend more money or a lot of money on upgrading a battery pack and having to buy new chargers. I do have plenty of AA batteries. The remote uses a AA battery, and you probably have AA batteries around the house. So I was just looking for a solution to have this rock crawler go from a battery pack to AA batteries. So what I came up with is there's a 6 AA battery holder with wires that you could purchase online. I'll put a link in the description. And my idea is to use this and use AA batteries to modify the power output or the power input so that the rock crawler can just run on AA batteries. My criteria was to get the rock crawler working again so I don't have to throw it away. It wasn't that expensive, but it seems wasteful to throw this away. The actual rock crawler works pretty well. I like the way it handles and climbs and runs. So my criteria was just to get it running again, not to spend too much money because this wasn't that expensive. I was able to get it at a pretty good price. So I just want to be able to find an inexpensive solution and use regular batteries that I already have. Once you get it working with the AA batteries, you know, obviously if you have rechargeable AA batteries, that's even better. So the solution I got was I got one of these, pretty cheap, about $4, and just AA battery, so pretty easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap this in and change the power input. So the tools you need for this is basically a screwdriver with a Phillip. You need some wire cutters because you're gonna have to strip some of the wires to connect the wires. Once you strip the wires, electrical tape to hold the wires together. And finally, you need scissors or box cutter. So first, remove the cover. So my idea is to put the AA battery holder up here. Seems like a good spot for it. All it requires is cutting out the plastic piece right here so it fits when you plop it back on. If you want to make it a little cleaner and do a little bit more work, you could probably cut some of this out and place this here. It looks like it's a pretty good fit. I don't want to have to go through that myself. I'm just looking for an easy fix, so I think for me, just having it up here works fine. But you obviously have the option to do the bottom if you want a cleaner look or put a little bit more time into it. The battery holder on top and the wires, the power wires, will be on top as well. We need to move this, the battery connector, to the top. That's pretty easy to do. We just need to take our screwdriver and take off these four screws right here. So once you loosen the screws, you'll see that there's an antenna right here. It just slides in and out easily. Okay, so once you take the top off, you'll see that the power wires are right there. There's a black and red. Since we are going to go ahead and just splice this in, we could go ahead and use scissors and cut the wires right here, so that way we could pull the wires through and take this off right here. Alright, so we cut these off. Now we could go ahead and pull the wires through. There you go. There's a little knot that the manufacturer tied them in, so you could just undo it. So as far as the insides, that's it. You're done with this. Everything I'm gonna do now is gonna be on the outside. So we could go ahead and slide the wire through the cover and put the cover back on. So I got all four screws back in. Cover's on there pretty tight. So I just have the wire sticking out right there in the front, right under it. So there's a little bit of a gap, which is fine. We're gonna put the battery holder on top like this. The black and the red's gonna splice into the black and red over here. So we could go ahead and cut the wires on this side, and then we'll splice them together. Alright, got it. Cut the casing off, so we expose some of the wires on both sides. The wire size on the battery holder is the 20, so I used the smaller one. Got it, so that's exposed. There we go. So this one's ready. The wire size for the RC car is, I think, 18. Yep, 18. Splice the wires together. So red to red, black to black. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this loose a little bit right now, pop in some batteries and test it out to see if the LED light lights up. All right, so we got 6 AA batteries here. So we got all the batteries in there. Let's go ahead and turn it on to see if it works. So not sure if you can see that, but it's blinking red. Let's see if it'll run. Alright, so there you go. It works with the AA batteries now. So permanently say goodbye to this. One of the reasons I want to get rid of this was I could not find a replacement online anywhere. And also I'm not too confident with the quality of this thing, so dispose of it properly. Don't just put it in the trash. Bring it to a waste hazardous collection facility to get rid of it properly. So again, the last step, it would be to fasten this here permanently, or if you are so inclined, you could clean this area out. The LED can be moved to a different area, and then you could put this right here. It fits nicely there, but since I'm leaving mine on top, I'm just gonna cut out this plastic piece so that way it fits in when I pop the cover back on. And that's it. It works. If you're looking for just a battery replacement for your Maisto Rockcrawler 3XL, and you don't feel like spending more money on expensive battery packs or new chargers and just want to use AA batteries, hopefully this helps you. All right. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and I'll get back to you. See you later. Cool.